Greetings and warm regards to all my dear ones, to all my cherished companions. I hope you are all doing well. I was traveling and was absent for a while, and I'm happy to be here now. Thank you for being here, and I am grateful to my higher spirit that is with me, within me, present here, and guiding me. The topic I want to discuss today, as I mentioned in previous videos, we are entering a new world. The Earth's vibration is reaching the 5th dimension, and if we don't cleanse ourselves, if we don't raise ourselves to that level and frequency of the Earth's vibration, honestly, we won't be able to survive in the next 2 or 3 years. So even though I was traveling and really haven't posted a video for a while, I felt it was necessary. I felt that this time, this month, I should make a series of videos one after another about cleansing. Because honestly, it's one of the issues that is extremely essential. And if we don't take this seriously, if we don't do this, we won't be able to survive. I honestly don't have any other word for it. So if we want to see the golden world, a world that is so beautiful, so full of blessings that it's beyond our imagination, especially now in these crises that are happening in the world, it will arrive soon. After 2028, we will see it, but before that, we need to prepare ourselves. Just as the earth is cleansing itself of evils, impurities, and old systems and issues, we too must transform our old selves into a new birth. And there are certain matters. I will start from the beginning, and then gradually in my next videos, we will pay deeper attention to these issues and discuss them. If we don't truly start this cleansing from now, by April 2027, it will be too late. That is, the issues that will arise from now until April 2027 in society, all over the world, not just in one country or one family. But every single one of these constant transformations that every day unveil something remarkably peculiar and unfamiliar to us, making us wonder exactly where everything we once knew has disappeared to. We truly need to take all these things into account, begin a thorough process of internal cleansing, and instead of simply panicking and being paralyzed by fear, to align ourselves with the path of the universe. We should move forward with the path of Mother Earth. It's not easy, but each of us must start with ourselves. One of the most essential things that is absolutely vital and necessary is for us to harmoniously become one with the vast universe and trust it completely. Something far greater than both you and me is steadily guiding us forward to this exact point in time. So, the events that happen, the doubts that arise, the issues that come up in governments, in the medical system, in the educational system, in the economic system, especially when we look at the state of our whole society today, across different countries and borders, amidst the chaos of wars, the clashing of egos, the pursuit of powers, and all of these complex struggles, we truly need to strive to be like pure gold that remains untarnished. Gold easily adapts to its surroundings, but it never loses its essence. So first I need to discover my true self. Who am I? How can I be a positive force for the world? And then whatever happens, I should watch it like a movie and be adaptable. And I should move forward with time, go along with what happens, live in the present moment, live in today, not regret the past, nor worry about the future. Because we know that the future ahead of us is going to happen very soon. Does that mean the entire system of the old world will collapse and a new world will be created? All of this. We just have to sit here patiently, much like a raw piece of gold that was once considered dull and ugly, but now they truly want to transform it. They aim to turn it into a very beautiful and exquisite jewel, and to do this, they even put it through the intense heat of the fire. And that gold simply accepts the process, because it knows its own nature, because it is strong. It knows from within that it is gold, and this fire, this burning, causes it to be transformed into a jewel that sits behind the display window of a jeweler, unique and one of a kind. And all of us within ourselves have that gold, and all of us, it all starts with ourselves. We are each distinctly unique and truly one of a kind, and we must explore and discover every single thing within us and learn how to make the best possible use of it all. One of the things that completely holds us back, it's the fear of making progress, the fear that an unpleasant issue might come up before our eyes, and I get scared and think, oh no, what will happen next? What will happen next? What about that? Whatever is meant to happen will happen. In order for the old house to be demolished, a bulldozer has to come. Just as a caterpillar must undergo metamorphosis, it has to go through the fire and transform. We as humans are at that same stage, and this must be experienced as a journey toward a new birth, not one of fear, not one of worry. And anyone who tries to scare you, anyone who tries to make you anxious by saying war is coming, famine is coming, homelessness is coming, disaster is coming, sudden events may happen, earthquakes may come, all of these things. Just sit back and observe as a witness, but do not be afraid, because all of this is in the hands of a power greater than us, which is our God, our Creator, the one who created us. So He would not send us somewhere we are not supposed to go for no reason. We will go exactly where we are meant to go. We are exactly who we are meant to be. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Therefore, there is no competition. There is no jealousy. There is no comparison. I am unique. You are unique. And each of us must take hold of our own piece of this earth, hold on to our own ground, and help it grow when the time comes for it to be born. We should strive to be effective individuals for our society. If I am afraid, if I am lost, and constantly live in worry, not only am I not positive, but I also frighten others. The point is, those who truly want to see a golden world must work on themselves and must cleanse themselves. And these cleansings are just the initial stages that I am talking about, but as time goes on, we will go deeper and deeper into this process. One of the most important things is this: do not listen to the news at all. The news is nothing but lies. The news comes from the dark groups, and they want to manipulate everything. They promote whatever they themselves are afraid of and want to normalize it in your thoughts. So, do not listen to the news at all. The news will never make you happy. The news will never improve your mood, and it will never increase your energy. Instead, it keeps your energy low in fear, guilt, and worry. The next point is that we should be grateful for what we have. If today I wanted to compare myself to the whole world, and if they divided up the things I have, I would have 1,000 times more than someone else. And this is true for all of us. Just the fact that I can move my hand, just the fact that I can see, just the fact that I have a roof over my head, just the fact that I can taste food, just the fact that I can breathe and walk without effort, without pain, without anyone's help. These are blessings worth millions and millions of dollars, and we have them every day, but we don't appreciate them. Instead, we think about the things we don't have. And if we are grateful for the things we have and try to always keep our own energy high, not just to be positive for ourselves, but also to be positive for others, to encourage them, to share our joys with each other instead of sharing our sorrows. I could pick up the phone and talk about all the problems I have in my life, and it's normal to have problems in life. No one ever said that when we come to this world, everything will be perfect and rosy. There will be problems. The important thing is how I deal with them And that's our lesson. That's the lesson for our soul, to learn what to do when we face problems. And these are just some very short and simple steps that I want to share with you so we can start from the first steps and move up to higher ones. One of the things I mentioned is this very joy and being energetic. Joy should be shared. If you call someone and are always worried, if you are always complaining about the world, about existence, about everything, all you're really doing is giving more attention to those things and inviting them into your life. When I say, I don't have money, I am inviting lack of money into my life. But when I say, thank God I have food today, I have a roof over my head, I have a life, and I will have these things tomorrow too, then we should pay more attention to what we have so that more will come to us, instead of focusing on the negative things we don't have, and like an echo, sending them out and getting them back threefold. Fear brings more fear, happiness brings more happiness, jealousy brings more jealousy. Whatever you have inside yourself, you multiply it because your attention goes there. As the saying goes, from the jug pours forth what is inside it. If there is wine in the jug, wine comes out. If there is pure water comes out. If it's impure, impurity comes out. And in our daily lives, we will face those same impurities. Therefore, gratitude brings blessings into life. Complaining does nothing but lower our energy, then lowers our family's energy, then our city's energy, and eventually affects the collective energy. We enter a crisis that might last 6 months, 8 months, and if we help keep the energy high, this is a tremendously significant advantage for us to be able to successfully navigate and endure all the complex challenges and issues that will inevitably happen from July until the very end of this year, and even into April of next year. We truly need to be among those who provide meaningful solutions and help, rather than being among those who simply create more problems. For example, if your child is in a bombing, if your child is having trouble at school, do you make them even more afraid? So let's do this for ourselves and for our people, instead of frightening others even more. With the news, with insults, with cursing, with taking sides, it's better for us to stay calm and help keep others calm too. When we know how the movie ends, that all of this has to happen so we can build our new world, so we can build our new palace on this earth. So let's proceed with a sense of calm and mindfulness and strive to maintain a high collective vibration for everyone. Remember, there is absolutely nothing wrong or selfish about sharing your personal moments of joy and happiness with the rest of the world. But if you constantly share all your difficult problems with others, you will likely either push them away entirely or significantly lower your own personal energy levels. Therefore, you should try to focus your mind on the completely positive things and wonderful blessings that you already have in your life. Those who join different parties, who take sides in different camps, they support this country, they become disillusioned with this country, insult it, use bad language, and all of that negativity comes back to them, and they will deeply regret it. For having given all my strength to another hero instead of becoming a hero myself, instead of being a positive person myself, instead of educating myself, instead of making myself stronger. I'm supporting a group of people whom I don't even really know well or understand properly. I'm supporting them and spending my own strength, my daily energy, and my resources on a party whose true intentions I don't even know. So as conscious human beings, we should only work on strengthening our own abilities. If I am strong, If you are strong, if that other person is strong, we will build our future world without these scarecrows, without this hero making, without relying on someone else to, I'm not going to wait for someone else to come and change my life. No one can change my life for me. Except for myself, my own beliefs, my positivity, and my independence. If you are dealing with a physical illness, try to practice forgiveness. And if you are struggling with a mental illness, you should also try to practice forgiveness. Every single spiritual and physical boundary that we experience actually originates from a deep-seated inability to practice true forgiveness, continuously holding on to a specific kind of intense anger and resentment towards someone else, for years and years deep within the core of my own being. Other than making me mentally ill, it does nothing else, and after mental illness, physical illness follows. We want to strengthen ourselves. We want to be healthy so we can endure, so we can see the year 2028. So try not to hold on to what has hurt you. When you hold in your anger for 24 hours, it turns into poison, it becomes toxic, and it can affect me. If I hold a grudge against someone for 30 years, 20 years, 7 years, or 10 years, that's pure poison for my body and my soul, something that's not worth sacrificing my life, my music, and this spiritual journey for, to waste it on that. So forgive, 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 and let it go. The next point to remember is this: you must never, ever regret the events of your past. The fact that you are here today means that your past needed to happen for you, so close the chapter on the past. Thinking about it, regretting it, well, wishing I had done this or that, thinking things would have turned out differently, none of that matters. What happened had to happen, and at that time, with the knowledge you had and the spiritual vibration you were at, that action needed to take place because it was a lesson for you. So forgive yourself. First, forgive yourself and say, I am enough. I am the best. I can do it. I am capable. Not that I am a... Don't make excuses for yourself, saying things like, for this reason, I can't do it. I am capable. If someone who doesn't have 2 legs or 2 arms can swim and become a swimming champion, then I can solve my own problems. The reason you have problems in life, if we all complain about our problems, it's because we lacked management. This problem arose because I wasn't experienced. I didn't know how. I didn't know the right way to solve my problem. And solving this problem doesn't come from outside. It doesn't come from making heroes out of others. My country won't be fixed until each and every person in that country is fixed. So I have to count on myself. What lesson did I learn from what made me regretful, from what bothers me every day? Who created the problem? Myself. So I have to take responsibility for managing my own life. One of the things that really helps is taking a shower at night. Usually it's customary here to take a shower in the morning before going to work. That's for other people. It's so I look good, look attractive, and am clean when I go to work. I'm not just talking about that. What I'm really talking about is the process of washing away absolutely whatever happened in my life throughout the day. Going and physically cleaning it all off myself before I go to bed with a long, relaxing, warm shower before sleep. It is truly one of those small miracles that helps immensely with the cleansing of the mind and body. That is, especially when you take a nice, long, hot shower. All the issues like the sun rises, then sets, and tomorrow it is born anew. This makes it so I don't carry today's problems with me. I go, wash them away, clean myself, and go to sleep, which itself is like a hospital. It resets my whole life system, and in the morning I wake up refreshed again. With each new day, I am reborn. I experience another birth, And that's why I no longer carry things with me. The things I had from yesterday, I start today with freshness. So, a warm shower isn't just for beauty or cleanliness, it's for letting go of the day. It washes away the negative or positive energies, or whatever has been in my life. It's about getting rid of yesterday's energy and starting fresh, like a blank sheet of paper. A piece of paper might already have something written on it, and it's hard to write on it again, but we become a blank sheet, ready for the next day. Another thing that really helps, all of these wonderful organic oils such as pure olive oil, nourishing castor oil, and potent black seed oil, I truly believe all of these are essential if we take the time to carefully clean our navel. Since our navel is such a very important and central part of our bodies, it naturally absorbs and holds on to all of these various negative energies throughout our lives. This is because it is deeply connected to our mother and to our ultimate source of life, and therefore we absolutely need to keep it clean and well maintained at all times. During these approximately 9 months when childbirth will happen, the earth is pregnant and will give birth. It's better, at the very least, to reduce our consumption of red meat as much as we can, even if possible. For example, eat it 3 times a week, then reduce it to twice a week, and if you can, stop eating red meat altogether. And after that, avoid all animal meat. Because animal meat gives us anger. The meat of animals transfers to us the same anger that was present in the animal at the moment of its slaughter. It brings the blood of that animal into our bodies, and the less we nourish ourselves with animal products and the more we stay connected to nature and eat plants, the more it helps us raise our energy. Especially fast food, especially food from outside where you don't know what kind of meat it's made from. There are counterfeit meats, and we have no way of knowing that it's not real meat. So let's try to eat healthy food, and at the very least try to eat at home. Instead of always going out for fun, which is fine to do sometimes, overall, we should really try to pay much more attention to our daily nutrition, because good nutrition leads to a better life. When we have a truly healthy body, we will also have a healthy mind. First and foremost, we must ensure that we have a strong and healthy state of mind. The next crucial point to consider is that we should all try to eat significantly less. The complex matrix world has gradually and systematically trained us humans in such a way that even the nutrition specialists at universities are affected. They learn this information so they can eventually teach us that if you eat 5 small meals every day, it is supposedly better for you. It's healthy, but the rhythm of the human body is not designed for eating 5 times a day. The human body doesn't need to eat 3 times a day. And if we can reduce our meals to 2 meals a day, we've really helped ourselves to carry out this cleansing. We die from overeating. We don't die from eating less. And now during these 9 months of cleansing, the best thing is to train ourselves, our bodies, so that we eat at least twice a day. When a person is born, they don't eat whenever they feel the need. They don't eat whenever they're hungry. They don't eat whenever they're stressed. But we eat for any reason. When I get angry, I go eat chocolate. When I'm bored, I go eat chips. When I'm lazy, I go buy fast food because it's both cheaper and easier. All of this has been programmed into us so that our upbringing changes and we need to let go of these habits. In the past, early humans would eat whenever they hunted something or came across a fruit, and it was possible that they wouldn't eat again for another 3 days, gradually getting used to it. But now we've reached a point where we're eating every hour, gathering together just to eat. Let's try to break these habits for the sake of the world. 5th, let's reduce them for the golden world. because over there, eating is no longer an issue. The issue is how we purify ourselves. By the way, during these 9 months, I recommend that if you have a small garden, if you have a yard, if you have a house where you can plant something, try to plant something in the ground, whether it's a tree, herbs, or fruit. Garden herbs, anything you can, even tomatoes, even just one pot inside your home, in your apartment. If you live, try to plant something, a plant, whatever we plant. Its benefits will remain in our lives for up to 35 years from now. And I hope that you who are hearing my voice will pass through this difficult 9-month bridge and do these cleansings. Do as much as you can. You don't need to start from day one. Sometimes once a week, sometimes every 3 days, try to at least bring some of these into your life. Step out of the matrix life. Step out of the academic life that's just in books. But in practice, it doesn't work. Those books are for brainwashing. You should always try to go with your own true nature and ask yourself, what is it that I really want from life?